Welcome to my Storytime snippet for Info 260A. Enjoy!
Together, the more we read together, the happier we'll be. 'Cause your friends are my friends, and my friends are your friends. The more we read together, the happier we'll be. Great job, everyone. Thank you. So I'm going to sing that with you every time you come, okay? I'm going to tell you a story called Papa, Please Get the Moon for Me. It's about a little girl named Monica and her daddy, her papa. And she would go to bed every night and she would look out the window and see the moon. And she would reach for it, but she could never quite touch it, always just a little bit too far. And so she said, "Papa, would you please get the moon for me?" And because her papa loved her very much, he went to a very tall mountain, and he took a very long ladder with him. And he climbed all the way to the top of the mountain. And he said to the moon, "Hello, moon. My daughter would like to play with you, but you're much too big for me to carry." And do you know what the moon said? The moon said, "Every night I get a little bit smaller." He climbed back home, and just like the moon said, every night she got a little bit smaller. And then she got smaller still, and the moon was small enough for him to bring to her. Monica was so happy, and she danced and played with the moon. But you know what happened next? The moon kept getting smaller and smaller and smaller until it disappeared completely. One night she looked up from her window and she noticed there was just a little bit of moon in the sky again. And then what do you think happened?
What? It turned into a full moon.
She saw a little bit bigger of a moon. Finally, it was a full moon again. And that's the end. Teddy bear, turn around. Teddy bear, touch the ground. Teddy bear, reach up high. Teddy bear, touch the sky. Teddy bear, touch your knees. Teddy bear, sit down, please. Show me your spiders. No singing yet. Where's your spiders? Everyone have some? All right. On your mark. Get set. The itsy bitsy spider went up the water spout. Down came the rain and washed the spider out. Out came the sun and dried up all the rain. Then the itsy bitsy spider crawled up the spout again. And then I want you to take your spiders and put them in your lap. What was I scared of?
I'm not scared of that.
Good, I'm glad.
I'm not.
Well, I was walking in the night and I saw nothing scary, for I have never been afraid of anything. Not very. Then I was deep within the woods when suddenly I spied them. I saw a pair of pale green pants with nobody inside them. Silly, right? I wasn't scared, but yet I stopped. What could those pants be there for? What could a pair of pants at night be standing in the air for? And then they moved. Those empty pants, they kind of started jumping. And then my heart, I must admit, it kind of started thumping. So I got out fast, as fast as I could go, sir. I wasn't scared, but pants like that, I did not care for. No, sir. After that, a week went by. Then one dark night in Greenwich, I had to do an errand there and fetch some Greenwich spinach. Well, I had fetched the spinach. I was starting back through town when those pants raced round a corner and they almost knocked me down. I lost my Greenwich spinach, but I didn't even care. I ran for home. Believe me, I had really had a scare. Now, bicycles were never made for pale green pants to ride 'em, especially spooky pale green pants with nobody inside 'em.
That is the ghost. That is a ghost, yeah?
And the next night, I was fishing for doubt trout on River when those pants came rowing toward me. Well, I started in to shiver, and by now I was so frightened that I'll tell you, but I hate to. I screamed and rowed away and lost my hook and line and bait too. I ran and found a brickle bush. I hid myself away. I got brickles in my britches, but I stayed there anyway. I stayed all night, the next night too. I'd be there still, no doubt. But I had to do an errand, so the next night I went out. I had to do an errand, had to pick a peck of snide in a dark and gloomy snide field that was almost 9 miles wide. I said, I do not fear those pants with nobody inside them. I said and said and said those words. I said them, but I lied them. Then I reached inside a snide bush, and the next thing that I knew, I felt my hand touch someone, and I'll bet that you know who. And there I was, caught in the snide, and in that dreadful place, those spooky empty pants and I were standing face to face. I yelled for help, I screamed, I shrieked, I howled, I yowled, I cried, oh, save me from these pale green pants with nobody inside.
Let's go.
But then a strange thing happened. Why, those pants began to cry. Those pants began to tremble. They were just as scared as I. I never heard such whimpering, and I began to see that I was just as strange to them as they were strange to me. I put my arm around their waist and sat right down beside them. I calmed them down, poor empty pants, with nobody inside them.
It's invisible.
Yeah, there's like an invisible person in those pants, maybe.
Yeah.
And now we meet quite often, those empty pants and I.
Yeah.
And we never shake or tremble. We both smile and we say, hi. Here's the pants saying, hi.
How are we going?
So what do you think? Was that a silly story or was it scary?
Silly.
I think it was silly too. I don't know why I was so scared. But okay, I have one more story. I just found this book. I have never read it before. It's called The Best Pet of All. All right. On Monday morning, I asked my mother if I could have a dog.
Hey, stories over here.
A dog is a good pet, I said. No, she said, dogs are too messy. So on Tuesday, I asked my mother if I could have a dog. A dog is a very good pet, I said. No, she said, dogs are too loud. On Wednesday, I asked my mother if I could have a dog.
Daniel.
And the dog is the best pet of all, I said. No, she said, no dogs. On Thursday, I asked my mother if I could have a pet dragon. A dragon, she said. I have never heard of a dragon for a pet. She thought for a bit. If you can find a dragon, you can have it for a pet. Well, dragons are not easy to find. There were no dragons at the park. There were no dragons at the beach. There were no dragons in the woods. There were no dragons in the zoo.
Jaden, listen to Mrs. A.
At last, I found a dragon. This dragon was at the drugstore. He was wearing dark glasses and a hat. I asked the dragon to come home with me, but the dragon said no. You can sleep in my bed, I said. He still would not come. You can play with my toys, I said. And the dragon said yes.
So they went home?
Dragons like to play with toys, but they do not like to put them away. They do not like to help with chores, and they make a mess in the kitchen. They roast hot dogs in the living room. And they dance to loud music all night long.
They like to stay.
My mother did not like this dragon. She asked the dragon to please leave, but the dragon would not go. Then she told the dragon to leave now, and the dragon would still not go.
Why?
Finally, my mother got angry. She stomped her foot and she told the dragon to leave this minute or else. The dragon just shook his head. He went back to eating spaghetti in the bathtub.
And how that's a zoo.
Too bad we do not have a dog, I said. Dragons do not like dogs.
I like dogs.
The dragon looked worried. Dragons are afraid of dogs, I said. The dragon began to shake. A dog would chase the dragon away, I said. The dragon ran to my toy box and jumped inside. Maybe you are right, my mother said. Maybe we need a dog. I put a sign in the window, dog wanted, and soon there was a knock at the door. Oh, it was a dog. The dragon saw the dog. He grabbed his hat and ran out the door. Thank goodness we have a dog, said my mother. A dog is a good pet. My dog wagged his tail.
Yes, so you shouldn't be here.
Yes, I said, a dog is the best pet of all.
It's so cute.
He's very cute.
It's a baby one.
All right, you guys, you did a really great job of sitting and listening today. All right, do you guys want to sing the frog song? Yeah? Okay, let's see if I can remember how it goes. Thank you. So let's everyone show me your 5 little speckled frogs. And where's your log? Ready? Here we go. 5 green and speckled frogs sitting on a speckled log, eating some most delicious bugs. Yum, yum. One jumped into the pool where it was nice and cool. Then there were 4 speckled frogs. Look, 1 green and speckled frog sitting on a speckled log, eating some most delicious bugs. Yum, yum. He jumped into the pool where it was nice and cool. Then there were no more speckled frogs. Whoa, whoa. Good job, everyone. Can you show me your little froggies again? And then can you put them in your lap and put them to bed?